In 1854, the village of Yamato faced a severe water shortage. To save their arid farmland, locals constructed the Tsujun Bridge, a massive stone arch aqueduct designed to send water rushing over the terraced fields. Down the road, a local sake brewery took notice. Through a familial tie, the niece of the bridge's builder married into the brewing family. They adopted the name Tsujun. They saw a direct parallel in their craft. If the aqueduct could moisten the dried earth, they hoped their sake could moisten the hearts of the people drinking it. That specific mission, serving the immediate emotional and physical needs of the village, has guided Kumamoto Prefecture's oldest brewery for more than 250 years. For Tsujun, making local sake, or jizake, operates as a strict duty to sustain the surrounding community, shaping every decision they make. The physical anchor of that history is the Kansei-gura. Built in 1792, it stands out as the oldest existing brewing warehouse in the entire prefecture. During the Edo period, the building served as an official lodging, or hanjin, for the powerful Hosokawa lords. The brewery even preserves the original sliding doors and hanging scrolls in the lord's dedicated room, known as the Onari-no-ma. By 1877, the country descended into the bloody Satsuma Rebellion, and the brewery's role shifted from hosting peaceful lords to housing active military forces. Saigo Takamori's army seized the building to use as their strategic headquarters. The walls of the Kansei-gura absorbed the literal shockwaves of a nation at war. But centuries of surviving samurai rebellions and hosting feudal lords raises a difficult question. How does an 18th century wooden structure withstand the unpredictable environmental forces of the modern era? The answer was tested severely in 2016 when the Kumamoto Earthquake shattered the region's historical continuum. The seismic forces ripped through Yamamoto. Tsujun Brewery suffered devastating damage, with 10 of their historical warehouses completely collapsing. Rather than attempting a quick patch-up job to resume sales, President Yasuo Yamashita committed to a massive, complex reconstruction. He explicitly designed the rebuild to contribute to the long-term development of the surrounding region. The loss of the warehouses forced a modernization that tied the brewery's physical survival directly to the collective recovery of the Yamato community. In 2019, Tsujun Brewery celebrated a grand reopening, and the community rallied behind them to protect a highly specific, scientific approach to brewing. This family tree diagram illustrates the exact lineage they preserved. Tsujun exclusively uses Kumamoto yeast, which sits right here at the root, acting as the direct ancestor to the famous Association No. 9 yeast used in breweries nationwide. When brewers combine that specific yeast with 100% pure Yamato spring water, they achieve a highly refined, gentle flavor profile, uniquely suited for pairing with local food. They apply these ingredients using a traditional methodology known as kanzukuri, or cold weather brewing. Because the brewery sits at an altitude of roughly 500 meters, they can harness the severe winter temperatures to naturally suppress unwanted bacteria and strictly control the fermentation process. Instead of fighting the harsh mountainous climate, Tsujun engineers that exact environmental severity into a remarkably clean, chemically precise sake. This animated cycle chart breaks down Tsujun's new circular brewing philosophy. First, sake production generates nutrient-dense lees, provided to local farmers as cattle feed. Completing the loop, those cattle produce organic compost to cultivate premium Yamato-grown sake rice, which returns straight to the brewery. Alongside this agricultural loop, the rebuilt Kansei-gura operates as a modern hospitality hub. They maintain strict HACCP-level hygiene standards while safely opening historical spaces like the Onari-no-ma to the public. Over 2.5 centuries, Tsujun Brewery has evolved from a simple warehouse into a highly tuned agricultural ecosystem. It operates as a continuous cycle of resilience, utilizing the exact soil, water, and history of Yamato to connect the region to the rest of the world.